I'm sorry, what?
Welcome back to an all-new episode of Mondays Are a Mother. I'm your host, Kaylin, and if you're new here, I'm glad you found your way to this space. Last time we checked in was about 2 weeks ago. We talked about the baby shower video. Holy crap, continuing to grow. We've had some pretty awesome responses, but also some icky ones too. But I really have not even had time to look back at all the comments, but just in case you missed it, we posted Molly's baby shower video. Please, if you feel compelled, check that out. Send her a little gift to say congratulations for being so cool, and she's gonna be a mama soon, so I'm super excited for her. If you're joining us on YouTube, you will see my cat, Mr. Feeny. Hey buddy. I'm not really sure what his deal is. He's been hanging out just all the time up here, and not that I mind, he lives here, but he's just been very chill, and I'm a little worried about him. He's about 11 years old now. Oh, he is getting up there. He's my longest living cat. I love this cat for real. And I don't know. Today I'm feeling meh. I don't know if anyone else out there is struggling, but I am seeing a lot of people who are struggling with feeling connected. I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know if that's it, but I feel like I'm in a limbo season, and I really wanted to just be vulnerable with you guys. I had a lot of people say that they are excited to show up for the podcast or show up for me or show up in different ways, and then they just don't. I don't know why that's so triggering for me, because I put a lot of work. I do know why. I put in a lot of work and effort into what I do. And it's not that I'm upset that they're not showing up to interview, or even that they're not showing up for, oh my gosh, how dare you. I think it's more so, one, if somebody says that they forgot, that hurts my feelings, because how could you forget about me? Dude, I am amazing. I'm so fun. I like hanging out. I like having a good time, and every time my friends hang out with me, they always tell me that it's such a great experience. So it's, what the heck? Or the other excuse is that I didn't have time, I overscheduled, whatever it was, but I'm such a person that makes time for what they want. And I think that's why I get so offended. Why even reach out? Why even bother if you're not going to show up? If you're not going to be there? And maybe other people can relate when it comes to friendships, or it comes to being around your people. You want for them to be there for you. You want for them to say, hey, I was thinking about you. How can I help you? How can I build you up? Because asking for help is a trigger for me. Not a trigger. I'm saying trigger a lot. Let me chill. Asking for help is hard for me. I feel always compelled to apologize, or I feel compelled to make sure that my needs are met, so I never have to want for anyone else or want for anything else. And I don't know if that comes from just being in survival mode for so long, and I've been appreciating the calm. I've been focusing on me and my habits, and not accepting less than what I deserve, not investing into these people who aren't showing up for me. If you would have asked me 2 years ago, I probably would have called them out immediately and just been like, yo, what the fuck? You're hurting my feelings. Now I can't find myself pouring energy into things that aren't showing up for me. It's, hey, that's actually draining me. I'm not getting what I want back. I gotta remove myself. That comes with whatever it is, whether it's a habit or friendship. There's no need for a clarifying discussion. There's no need to continue to say, this is what I want and you're not doing this for me. People know how to treat you, but it's up to you how you allow others to treat you. I gotta tell y'all, this is actually embarrassing, but this guy, I got kind of excited. I have not been back on Hinge. Honestly, I don't have the energy for it. I don't feel good about it when I get on there. Not that I'm getting matches, or I don't know what they're called, but the guys that I'm interested in, I don't know what the deal is. I guess I am attracted to the type. I like to learn taller guys. I like tattoos. I like that. I like a thick man. He doesn't have to be like, but I like a stocky guy. I like to feel good, right? I don't know how else to explain it, but that's my type. Jot that down. I've mentioned that before. So I started talking to this guy. I don't necessarily know how to explain it, but he reached out to me. So I was like, well, I'm gonna give it my number. I don't want to do this whole chatty Cathy on Facebook. Let's get down to it. Are you trying to talk to me because you want to build a connection, or are you just looking for a good time? Because I'm not a good time. I'm a hard time babe, 100%. I'm a handful, and that's why God gave men 2 hands. I don't know, multitask, do something. But with that, I was talking to this guy, and he seemed super nice, and then I realized he is a short king. I don't know how I feel about that, because my kids are mean. They're so funny, but they're so mean that if I brought a man home that was shorter than them, they would definitely call him little guy. And nobody likes that, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, let me dabble. Let me just chat him up. Let me see what's going on. Another thing was that he was slightly older than my dad. And to be fair, generational teen parenting is a problem. If you are born of a teen parent, which Tennessee is in the top 3 of teen pregnancy and the top in illiteracy, so those go hand in hand. If you were born to a teen parent, you are 3 times more likely to become one. Therefore, we made it a part of the system. Go statistic. Please, if you're a teen parent, talk to your kids about being safe. I don't support teen pregnancy, but you can support teen parents, and that's goes hand in hand in a different way. Discussed it about this unexpected show. Anywho, back to the real story. So generationally, a little bit of teen parents. So we're not that far apart, but he's a little older than my dad. So it's like, no biggie. Mature, love it, got it. I said, hey, give me 2 weeks of us just talking it up. I'm very busy. I'm in a super busy peak season in my business. I don't have time to hang out, but I do want to make time to get to know you. Started off great. It always does, right? Then about once it was beyond my favorite color, conversation dwindled. Then the craziest thing happened to me. I was driving in my neighborhood and I saw a guy that tried to hook up. He was trying to get with me. I can't go into that, but I had posted about it on socials. I was like, oh my God, imagine trying to holler at me and I find out that you're married, living in your wife's house who is deployed. And we're neighbors, not neighbors, but in the neighborhood, right? And I was telling him about it. I couldn't believe that I saw him. Gross. What the heck? And his response, God, men are so gross. I know, right? So I finally get some downtime to relax. And then he posts this picture, this meme, his grown ass. It was a side-by-side of a woman with no makeup and then a side-by-side of her with makeup. And it said, the caption was, women complain that all men are liars. And then this is, are you fucking kidding me? You mean to tell me that you honestly think that my lips are this aligned? Baby, I have Bell's palsy. half the time I talk to the left. You really think that my lashes are this fucking long, or that my nose is always... I rode my bike when I was 11. My nose is... I have a deviated septum, sir. Are you serious? Basic dogging. And I just was like, alright, check please. No fucking thank you. How? What? And she looked like she didn't look that different. You know what I mean? There are some people who are able to shape shift, and good for you, bitch. If you're able to do that, I love that. I don't know how to do that, but that's not for me. It's this, actually. There we go. I'm so cool. But anywho, go rhyme or to the reason, the beat, to the drum, for you to go out of your way at an age where you are closer to retirement than you are to a midlife crisis, to talk about a woman like that. Bananas. Then I was, all right, I'm done. The Mr. Carter situation honestly messed me up after not being with, leaving behind the pattern of the mystery man, realizing he just didn't like me, and then trusting somebody to do what I had definitely hoped wouldn't happen again to me again. And then I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm over it. And revisiting a freaking person that has done pattern behaviors to me again. All right, I don't understand it. There's no explanation needed. I don't have to explain it to him. Not that he would believe me anyways, clearly. Because, well, you don't like girls. That's all. Or women. And it's hard for me to, like, I don't even know how to explain how exhausting it is to consistently filter myself out of people's lives. It is annoying. It is frustrating to have to say, hey, can't do this. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, I've learned that giving people the benefit of the doubt has only let them doubt me, and it's only let them hurt me. And I'm over it. I'm over the bullshit. I'm struggling to focus on what a relationship would look like at this point, because I have been disappointed so many times, and that's okay. Focusing on myself, I mean, honestly, it's not that devastating. It's not that terrible to be single and alone. I made the decision of celibacy, God, and I do hate that. But there's nothing out there that's worth me risking my energy and my time for, when all I'm getting is a little bit of their time. And I'm not into transactional when it comes to my fulfillment. I'm not into transactional when it comes to me. And that's okay. Being okay with that and saying that that's not for me and it is a choice is nice. I really am the hottest I've ever been. I don't know. The bangs are banging a little bit in the life. And it sucks not being able to learn use it. But I think that that's what's cool about loving myself a little bit more, is that I get to be more selective. That is a luxury. I love saying that. No, don't get me wrong, again, it is exhausting to have to be like, oh God, only for my body again. Next. That does suck. That is horrible. But it's just directing me to where I'm supposed to be. And I know that it's out there somewhere under the midnight sky. I don't know. I don't know. What song is that? We're looking at the same moon. I can't remember, but it is definitely a childhood memory. I won't do that again, guys. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I'm in a phase of figuring it out. And I always do. I always figure it the fuck out. I'm so blessed. And I'm so grateful to have you here. and tuning in. Maybe you're sharing a little bit of some frustration as well, whether it's relationships, friendships, family. Feel free to tune in, share some tips and tricks on how you're getting through it, and where do you find value in being selective. Now, my tip of the week is to just keep going, but rest when required. Not everything requires a reaction. Sometimes you can just let go and move forward. I know that's a lot. I did look up a couple and I liked a few, but letting go and resting in the space of that's just them, but I don't have to deal with that, and moving on. I know it is rewarding. Hell, my skin's clearing up. I'm way less stressed. My mantra for the week is I accept nothing less than I deserve. So all of you out there who are struggling with, is this for me? Am I aligned? Or do I deserve this? Do you? Ask yourself that. You don't. You deserve better. Thank you guys again so much for tuning into my ramble and my unshambles. If you haven't already, please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and follow wherever you get your podcasts to receive notifications about new episodes. Visuals, I'm gonna try to do better about YouTube. I did have a visual for last week, but I didn't like it. God, thank you so much for being around. I love ya. Stay safe.